What's up, folks? Man Amazing here, and welcome back to the channel. So we're going to work on getting sounds to use for ambient audio in our games. This video is basically a culmination of the 3 videos that I made previously on audio. So we're going to just go through the paces, and I'm not going to worry too much about explaining what I've already went over. If you guys want, or you should, check out the other videos for breakdowns on how to start a project from an existing or a brand new one, or how to execute audio, and it should give you guys an idea how to run through Wise for the simplest things that we're going to do today. So let's get started. As you can see here, I have 2 sounds that we used previously. I'm actually going to delete those just because they're going to be in the way. And I'm going to go to import audio, add files. I'm going to grab these guys except for this gun sound. Go to open and edit. Now that we have those files imported, I want to create 2 events. I created an ambient folder earlier, and I'm going to new child, go to play, call this ambient forest. And another one called ambient forest stop, and it's going to be a stop trigger to stop the sound when we need to, or switch it out between combat, ambient, and so forth. So let's go to ambient forest stop. Okay, so for ambient forest, we're going to take these audio files and drag them over. So this is something new. You can actually add multiple sounds to one event, which will come in handy for things like, say, footsteps, where you can play different sounds each time the sound is triggered to give it a more dynamic feel versus the same monotonous footstep over and over. So we're going to delete this first one since we are not using it. All right, and so the first thing I want to do is fade in the sound when it plays. So for all of these guys, I want to select them all. And over here in the right side, you see fade time. If you hover over the bar below it, you can drag over to about 2 seconds. And if I play all of these, it's gonna play them all at once. Now, when you're mixing audio, you want to have as little amount of sounds affecting the lower bass area of your music. So to finish this off, we're going to change the fade curve. I have it as an S curve. So when we play that, you see it fades in, which is what we want. So the next thing we want to do is go to the audio tab here, and we want to click on each sound. We want to loop it. So that's the first thing we want to do. Make sure that we can loop it and it plays indefinitely. And then if we want to stop it, we'll use the stop trigger. All right, we want to initially drag down the volume to about -5. And for the positioning, we want to use 3D. That way we can use an attenuation setting so it can play, the sound would basically have 3D spatial awareness as if it is in real life. So the further you are away from the sound in the game, the less you will hear of it, and vice versa. If you were close, the more louder it is, closer to the full volume. All right, the next thing I want to do is actually grab all of them again. And as you can see under pitch, low pass filter and high pass filter. This is what I was referring to about having too much bass on your bass end. So what I want to do is take the high pass filter and I want to bring it up to about 10. You will adjust this based off the sounds you use, so keep that in mind. But I've already played with these sounds, so I kind of know where I'm going. So with that, if I hit play now, you don't really hear too much of the bass. You just hear the sound. And that's what we want when you play them all together. So we go back to the event. And if I play them all together, I'm not sure if you guys can tell the difference, but it sounds a little bit more clearer and a lot more light. So it gives you more headroom to play with other sounds and add more things. So the next thing I want to do is add some delays. So not to play them all at once at the same time. So for, say, the woodpecker, I'm going to add a delay of, say, 4 seconds. The tree frogs, let's do a delay of 1.5. Rainforest, we're going to keep that at 0. That's going to start. The birds, we want to add that at about 5.5. And the blue jay, we're going to add that at about 3 seconds. So now, when we play that, you get a more feel for like a dynamic, sound. Everything's not playing at once. You hear things when you're walking that might pop in that makes it seem like you're walking past a tree with the woodpecker. Now, visually, you're probably going to add some woodpeckers in the trees to give that visual look to match the sound, but you kind of see where I'm going with that. So cool, we have that. Now let's go to project, save. So cool, now that we have that, I'm going to actually delete these two. Let's delete those two, and I'm going to generate sound banks. Let's actually save it, and then I'm going to generate sound bank. Oh, I forgot to set the stop one. My bad. So for stop, all we're going to do is take the audio again, drag it over. Let's delete this one, and we want to change the type to stop. So do that for all of these. All right, and now we can generate sound bank. Now let's save it. Generate. Now that that's done, let's go into the engine, and we're going to set up a trigger area to spark the execution of the ambient sound. All right, guys, now that we're in the engine, we're going to make this really simple. We're going to be using script canvas. All right, so first thing I want to do is grab my player slice. I will be making this available free to you guys on my GUMROAD. It's just a very simple slice I use to test with. So it's just a box with a camera and a script canvas for default movement. And I can just, I can move. I don't have any rotation set. I might add that, but it's something to get you guys going, or even just using the script itself and putting it on your own entities for movement. That'll work as well. Okay, so now we have that. I'm going to create another entity. You can name it whatever you want. I'm going to add a trigger volume to it, or trigger area, sorry. And we're going to use a box shape. And I'm just going to put that at, say, 10. Yep, and then I want to put that in the game view so I can see it inside the game when I hit play. Yep, so it's right there. Cool. Now for your main ambient music, you want to make this basically the size of your map so that the audio is always playing when you're not in combat or when you're not playing other global music. So I just thought I'd throw it out there. Okay, so let's go and add a script canvas and open that up. As you can see, I was already doing some testing. So real quick, we're going to drag on area entered for when we enter the trigger area. I'm going to create two variables, two string variables. This one we're going to call sound to play and sound to stop. And we're going to make both of these exposed on component. Okay, and let's go ahead and save that script. I'm just gonna leave it untitled just because. So YouTube, I save. Okay, and now for sound to play, I'm gonna drag that out, drag that over. All right, now I'm gonna go to audio and execute trigger. Make sure you're using execute and not play, because play is going to play the values that are set here. Oh, well, here, by meaning here, I meant to add an audio trigger. So let me do that. Yeah, and the proxy, you guys are sure I know what these two do. But yeah, when you use the play node, it's going to read from here. So you want to use execute so it plays whatever sound that you put inside of it. All right, so now that we have the source, we're going to tie in the out to the in for that. And the trigger name is going to be the sound to play. Well, actually, I should have did it this way. All right, and for the exiting on area exit, let's drag that out. We just want to kill trigger. And we're gonna do sound to stop. All right, well, let's save that. Now let's exit out of here. And let's open our audio controls editor. All right, under YouTube sounds, let's go ahead and create a trigger. And we're gonna call this one the same thing, Ambient Forest and Ambient Forest Stop. All right, so Ambient Forest, we're going to drag that one over. And for Ambient Forest Stop, drag that one over. And if I hit File, Save All, and if I hit Play or Execute, cool, we get that working. Let's X out of here. Now, you want to, for the script canvas, let's go ahead and add that, untitled. And yeah, now we just want to add the names. And Ambient Forest Stop. All right, now with any luck, this should work on the first try. If I hit play and I go into the trigger, it should play. Okay guys, there you have it. We have ambient audio playing and stopping based off leaving and entering a trigger. Hope you guys found the video useful. If you have any questions or comments, let me know below. Hit the thumbs up if you like the video. Don't forget to share if you can. And yeah, I hope you guys are prospering in your projects. Hope you're having a very dope day. And until next time, always remember to keep developing.